Hello? Anybody home?
A little late for a pity visit, don't you think?
No, I saw the lights were on when I was driving by, and I thought... Okay, I was a little worried about you.
It's when the lights are off that you really need to worry. I'm all right.
Yeah, well, you don't look all right today.
No, I'm all right, really.
This place is a wreck.
I told Phyllis to get lost.
You been by yourself all day?
Will stopped by.
Have you eaten anything since Rosanna left?
Scotch.
Scotch. I thought so. Roast beef. I hope you like it.
Kind of lost my appetite when I was talking to my kid brother.
He was pretty upset, huh?
Yeah, well, I had to drag it out of him. I really hate to see him so defensive. But you know what's worse?
What?
Is that when I finally did get him to spill, he asked me what I have been asking myself every second since Rosanna left.
What's that?
How come I didn't know? I mean, there must have been clues, right?
Not necessarily, no.
According to Rosanna, she had hated me for months. And I didn't see so much as a telltale look. I didn't see her pulling away. How could I not see any of the signs? How could I be so caught up in getting Barbara that I didn't see my own wife tearing my heart out, and all the while, very effectively, I might add, acting as if she were in love with me?
I don't know. People have all sorts of reasons for covering their tracks. What do you want to do with all this mail? You've got a ton of it outside.
Just throw it anywhere.
Well, they're not just letters for you. There's letters for Rosanna. Paul, you're going to have to decide what to do with her mail at some point. This one, it's marked urgent, so...
Everything that Rosanna told me the day that she left me was a lie. Well, it's official. Julia's dead.
What happened?
I'm not really sure. There's no signs of a struggle or evidence of a break-in right now. It looks like an accident. My lab guys are on it now.
How's Holden? He must be shattered.
Pretty much. Listen, I gotta ask you a question.
Me?
Yeah, about Lily. Now, are you sure that she was with you at our place all evening?
Yeah, you saw her here yourself. What are you getting at?
Nothing. It's just that, you know, if this turns into something more than an accident, I want to make sure that Lily's alibi is airtight.
Well, it is. Lily was here all evening, just like I said.
Hey, why don't I drive you out to Emma's, man? You're gonna go crazy if you hang out here.
I'm not going anywhere. Not until I find out what happened. The truth.
Well, that could take some time.
I don't care. I've been sitting here thinking about this, and it doesn't make any sense. Julia was strong. She was healthy. People like Julia, they just don't fall and bang their heads. Somebody hurt her.
Okay, just give my lab guys a chance to go through the place, all right?
Okay, fine. But you and I both know that this was no accident. And I have a pretty good idea of who might have done it.
Listen to me. I know how this looks, but I'm telling you, I didn't do that to Julia. Do you understand?
I didn't know what to think, Mom. I saw her lying on the floor, and I just got so scared. She wasn't moving or anything, and I saw your gloves, and...
I was there. I went over to the apartment to clean it up, but Julia, she came home, and we had an argument. I shouldn't have let her get to me, but I did. I did, and I said something to her that made her very angry. And she attacked me. She attacked me. She was fighting with me, and I don't know. I was so upset and so angry. I don't know how hard I pushed her, but the next thing I knew, she was on the floor. She had hit her head, and she had fallen to the floor, but she was alive. She was. It was an accident. I swear to you, it was a terrible, terrible accident.
But you were the only one there, right? I mean, nobody else saw her attack you.
No.
Well, then I'm glad I burned those gloves. Because even if it was an accident, it doesn't matter. They could still try to blame you.
I suppose so.
I know so. Dad got a court order to keep you away from Julia because you were supposedly dangerous. You think anybody's gonna believe what you just told me? They'll lock you up. I couldn't take that chance.
Don't go anywhere, please. Carly?
I thought you should know. Holden found Julia's body.
Already? Oh my God. I knew this was gonna happen, but I didn't realize it would be this soon. What are we gonna do?
Nothing yet. Jack is with Holden now at Julia's place.
Did he tell you what's going on?
He thinks that it might have been an accident. And he's right. It was. So you just stick to our story and everything will be okay. Lily.
I'm here.
I am your alibi. Please don't get cold feet on me.
It's more complicated than that. Luke knows what's going on. He went back to Julia's. Luke is involved.
Plane tickets to Bermuda.
We had our honeymoon there. And we got reservations at the same hotel, and there's a letter from the travel agent.
All arrangements have been made to your specifications, Mrs. Ryan. I hope your husband will be surprised and pleased with his...
She goes on to say how great it is that Rosanna gave her so much lead time because the hotel is so in demand.
When is your anniversary?
In November. And we had talked about this, but Rosanna, she arranged it to surprise me.
Paul, this doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Exactly. You tell me, Emily, what wife plans a romantic anniversary trip 8 months down the road for a husband that she's about to divorce?
And then Casey went right up to that nasty judge and told him that when he sent me away, he passed up the chance of a lifetime. It was so cool.
Well, it's Casey for you. So cool.
Shut up.
He wants to be in politics. Right, Casey? Except for Miss Esteban, I never knew anybody in politics. And after the way he told off that judge, I think he could be president.
Well, Mr. President, where are we dropping you guys off?
Better make it Metro, man. I gotta pick up the rest of my equipment, and I am gonna have to do some serious groveling for blowing off that gig.
Yeah, you better hope your mom and dad are in bed by the time you get home, Mr. President, or you're gonna lose your grassroots support before you even get a chance to run.
Don't tease him. Everybody needs to have a dream.
Not me. I just try to make it through every day.
I know that we're busy, but just listen a minute, okay? Suppose Celia were your sister and she'd been gone this long. You'd be worried, too. I told him he could go because I thought that you would understand.
Allie, do you know how many people have come in since he split? I have orders up to my eyeballs right now.
Yes, I know, but he promised Miss Esteban and his mother that he would take care of Celia, keep her out of trouble.
What kind of trouble is she gonna get into with Casey Hughes? And don't even get me started on how late that kid is. He is lucky that Curtis knows how to use that music.
Well, I'm sure that they'll be back here soon.
Yeah, well, they better be back, Allie. Tell me, how did this become your problem?
I was just trying to help out a friend, that's all.
Listen to me, Allison. All right? I know we said we'd watch Raffy's back, but we're not gonna keep watching him, okay? And we sure as hell are not gonna be babysitters to his kid sister.
You know who'd do this to Julia? Who else? Her brother Keith.
Excuse me, Detective Snyder. I called the Lakeview. The Vic's next of kin is checked out.
Any forwarding address? Any idea where he'd go?
No. But he showed up at Lily's after you left today. He was going on about how Julia was threatening to cut him out of JJ's life.
Yeah, he pulled the same thing with me at the station. Seems like a pretty angry guy.
Beyond angry. He's making all kinds of threats about what he would do to Julia if Julia cut him out of JJ's life. You gotta find him, Jack. And JJ, oh my God, JJ.
No, he's staying overnight with one of his friends from school, okay? We'll call the parents, make sure they don't release him to Keith or anybody else. Griggs, wait a second here. Make this call for me and post somebody, would you? Thanks.
That poor kid. How am I gonna tell him what happened to his mother?
We'll tell him tomorrow, okay? We'll tell him tomorrow. Let him get a good night's sleep at least.
She was everything to that kid.
I know. Listen. Listen, before we talk to him, let's just get a better idea of what happened here, all right? You got prints for me?
No false, no partials, no smears, nothing. You know what that means?
Yeah. Somebody wiped the place clean.